Well. What do we have here? Marley Fig is dating 80s or is it 90s heartthrob Andrew Shue, who also happens to be Amy Robach's ex. If you guys don't know who Amy Robach and TJ Holmes are, they are two cheater, pumpkin eaters that got caught being messy, lost their jobs, lost everything that they had. Now they got a little podcast. They went on a gloating tour. Ooh, yes. How's this for Instagram official? When at the end of the day, girl, you just got a podcast. Come on. I could start a podcast if I wanted. And I didn't have to sleep with one of my good friends' men. Anyway, right? I said a long time ago, y'all, I bet you anything Marilee and Andrew Shue bond over the mess that's going on and they start dating. Well, guess what? Page Six has just announced that they are dating. This is fresh off the heels of Amy Robach and TJ Holmes. I don't know if they think we're stupid, if they're pathological liars, or if they're just dumb. But they've just come off of this publicity tour rebrand, telling stories. Amy talking about she thought TJ was going to delete himself and how they sacrificed everything for their love and they lost their jobs because they were in love. And I was like, from what I remember, you lost your job because you lied to everybody and broke company policy. Not lots of people are in love and they keep their jobs. And the fact that TJ was close to deleting himself and these were dark times. You mean when y'all was running around all of Mexico, literally I could smell the tequila swafting off the screen as you guys drunkenly made out all over Mexico? Now, I know that you can never tell what's in somebody's head or heart, and a picture is worth 1,000 words. But was that the best time to have your partner you were scared, wouldn't wake up and wouldn't make it to the next morning, having him out there doing drunken photo shoots? Was that the best use of time? But here's the funniest part. We'll get into that. Here's the funniest part that I just want to cackle. I just want to laugh. Y'all said I was being messy, but I predicted the gossip. Literally, call me the petty oracle. I predicted, probably y'all predicted this too, actually. Anybody with two brains could have predicted it, right? I predicted that this would happen. Y'all, you know what the funny thing is? If you guys have known, they've been like my guilty pleasure. I've been covering them because the delusion, the lies, the desperation, but also the grandiose support. Like, Amy Robach got TJ Holmes, who is a diggity dog. He liked your fortune. Every woman that TJ Holmes has dated looks like Marilee, right? They all look alike. He definitely got a type. Amy, you are not his type, but the $50 million fortune you got is. Let's not forget when she was divorcing his wife. Amy was like, whatever TJ loses in the divorce, I got him, because the most important thing is for us to be together. And then he bought you a $600 promise ring. And Amy is so busy proving to everybody they got the love of the century. But the funniest part was, if y'all want to hear this gossip, right? Amy had the nerve, and I think this article was planted by her camp in People magazine, had the nerve to plant an article that Marilee Figs. Let me see if I can pull this up, because baby, Marilee made Amy eat her word. Here we go. Amy Robach released about, what was this? October 16th. Amy Robach is still trying to make peace with TJ Holmes' ex-wife, Marilee Fiebig. She said, well, Amy, and this was planted by their PR, while Amy is still going strong with TJ Holmes, things are less amicable with Marilee Fiebig. Marilee and Amy haven't spoken since news of the affair broke. Amy wants to find a solution so she and Marilee can be at peace with each other. She knows she'll have to co-parent with TJ and Marilee. So she wants to be able to co-parent in a healthy way and co-parent in their new normal. Amy doesn't want to be perceived as her against Marilee. Now, mind you, Saban, which is their daughter, is old enough to go see her daddy. Amy was Marilee's friend. And Marilee used to confide in Amy when TJ was cheating on her with Amy's girlfriend. She didn't know that Amy was like hitting TJ off too. TJ got that dog in him. I felt sorry for Amy. No, I don't. I love this for her. Anyway, she tried to literally bully, right, Marilee, because Marilee was like, I don't got anything to say to you, right? And I think like Marilee being crying and being sad made it hotter for Amy and TJ. I think Amy is a very competitive woman, and I think that made it hotter for her. Marilee did what you do to narcissists. I don't know if Amy's a narcissist, but she literally just did no contact. Amy, right? And the little girl saw TJ whenever there's visitation. It's not like she's keeping the baby against TJ. Amy put in that article that she's mad that Marilee will not acknowledge her. And she wanted to force a sit down with Marilee so they could learn how to co-parent. And Marilee paid her desk. But isn't it funny that a few months later, Marilee was like, really? We need to learn how to co-parent in peace. I need to sit down with you and realize, because my daughter's there, to which I did think it was a little menacing, like, I'm with your daughter. You need to sit down with me. Right? I think Marilee said, you know what? Let's all sit down. You want to talk about we all got to get along and co-parent? Well, golly gee, let's MF and co-parent, because B, your kid's going to be calling me step mommy. How about that? How about your stepsons with Andrew don't even mess with you like that anymore? But I'm going to be sitting there cutting turkey, looking good. And yes, the Christmas tree lights will be the colored ones because the white ones are so plain. Y'all remember that shade she threw? Too. Let's get into this thing, and then we're going to get into TJ's ridiculous adventure. Oh my God, I saw my darkest days. It's wild they would say that when we saw their PR campaign the whole time of them being drunk, making out, and having the times of their lives in Mexico. Anyway, right? Get this. They put it in page 6. Andrew Shue and Marilee Fiebig are dating. They said this is a happy ending we didn't see coming. Woo! We're told that Marilee Fiebig and Andrew Shue have been dating for about 6 months after bonding over the traumatic experience of being cheated on. They said it turned into something else, and they're connected over their values. It's bigger than the affair now. Didn't I tell y'all this was going to happen? Y'all can say what y'all want. And yes, I am messy. And yes, I am petty. And yes, I am nosy. But baby, I can predict human nature. I saw this coming. Raise your hand if you saw it coming too. Matter of fact, hit me in the comments if you saw it too. We're told the hurt is over and the duo has moved on. They're not heartbroken and sad. Everyone has moved on. Y'all, I know TJ Holmes is mad. Amy probably don't care, but I know TJ Holmes is mad because that's one thing about a dog. He always won his bottom B. And he had cheated on Marilee plenty of times. Marilee actually thought he was going to come back. Right? Amy's the only dummy that thinks TJ's somehow the love of their life. Well, meanwhile, in my opinion, TJ's looking at her $50 million fortune. And you know, dummy Amy is going to open up her checkbook. She's probably funding the lifestyle now. Right? Anyway, they said, to be clear, we were outed as being in a relationship, but everyone else thought we were being outed as adulterers, being outed as cheating on our spouses. That wasn't the case. Really? Anyway, they just celebrated their anniversary in the Bahamas. Let me read this part of the break. This is what they said on their podcast. And I'm not listening to that mess because the fact that these two idiots think they're so grandiose that we really care about what happened. We already know what happens. We saw the pictures. We smelled the tequila through the screen. You can keep going. They said Amy Robach thought her boyfriend, TJ Holmes, had taken his own life as their tumultuous final months at ABC came to a close. A harrowing story she shared on their podcast. How much y'all want to bet that TJ probably had another girl in his apartment? Probably texted Amy, I don't know if I can live anymore. Then turned his phone off, did the thingamajig, sent the girl packing in Amy's dumb butt. Again, I don't trust TJ, and Amy is so dizzy. Anyway. The anchors turned lovers got into this ugly chapter on their just launched media venture. It's mostly Amy recounting how scared she was in 2022 when she briefly thought that TJ had deleted himself. This as they were on their way out of the network. Amy says TJ started sending her alarming texts in the past tense where he said she was the love of his life, and it spurred her to rush over with her father in tow to check on him. Yo, how much of Amy's fortune do you think she got left? I'm being serious. If she's dumb enough to fall for this old school high school game, how much money do you think he's blown through already? I think he's on the court. I think he has his own credit card and he's an authorized spender. Anyway, Amy says they accessed TJ's apartment with the help of his doorman. And they found him sprawled out on his bed where Amy believed he might already be passed. She was pretty emotional telling this part, as it's clear it was a scary moment for both of them. So what did Amy say? You can't have any of my money. And TJ was like, TJ gave her like a Khloe Kardashian, Tristan Thompson. You were the love of my life. Then went to sleep. How much you want to bet his new piece, his existing piece, was hiding in the closet? His dad was probably like, why does it smell like getting busy in here? Eventually it became clear he was still alive. Was he asleep? But it was in an unconscious state, and they were able to wake him up. TJ says he doesn't remember much of that, but does explain he'd gotten off work that day and started pounding vodka and weed edibles, which landed him in that condition. Y'all, they called this a year from hell. She said she wanted to be deceased during parts of the scandal, but clearly they're back and ready to work on their new project. They've told their Good Morning American story. So we'll see what else they discuss on the podcast. Definitely an engaging and sort of creepy start. How y'all? First off, I want to say congratulations to Marilee Fig, baby. Amy wanted to mess with you and was like, no, you're going to have to deal with me, because again, I think Amy got off on that. Congratulations, Marilee. Marilee said, check mate. And Andrew Shue said, that's right. 2 snaps and a twirl. I know TJ Holmes is mad, and I know Amy Robach is sitting there looking stupid. And baby, mwah, I love that for them. Chef kiss, Marilee. Chef kiss. Y'all listen, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.